So I get asked a lot, if I wasn't shooting weddings or portraits, what would I be shooting? Like, what's my goal? What's my go-to thing to shoot? And I always tell them football. Football, I love football. I used to play football, so capturing football is one of my favorite things to do. And today, that's what I'm doing. I'm really tired of just working for jobs and doing shot lists and stuff like that. So today we're having some fun. I'm shooting my little cousin's football game, and I rented the 100 to 400 millimeter lens, and let's have some fun. All right, so tip number one, you want to definitely have a monopod of some kind. The more expensive, the better, but this is a pretty cheap one from Slik, S-L-I-K, especially dealing with larger lenses that are usually bigger than the body. You want to mount them to a monopod so nothing goes wrong and you have some type of stability. It's also easy to maneuver, capturing fast action. So yeah, get you a monopod. Tip number two, well, first, this is really not a tip, but you should know the sport that you're capturing. So you should know the rules, how it's played, all the ins and outs of it, so you know how to capture it. So with football, you want to be, I would say 80% of the time, you want to be at least 10 yards ahead of the play, 10 or 15 yards ahead of the play. That way you are in front of everything that's happening in the field, on the field. So you want to be in front of everything. So if they throw a pass, you're in front of it. If they do a run, you're in front of it. But also have a good enough lens if something happens in the backfield, a sack or a fumble, you have enough focal length to capture that as well. Sorry, it's a train going by too. I don't know if you guys hear that or not, but yeah, that's tip number two. And let's see if my little cousin will make a play. He did not. Another tip for shooting sports, your shutter speed should... Okay, I guess it's Kendrick time. Okay, let's try this again now that there's no music playing. So I'm gonna sit this right here and give you another tip. Whenever you're shooting sports, you wanna have your shutter speed either 500 or above. That's with any sport. You wanna be above 500 because that's the only way to freeze the motion and get a clean, crisp picture. So you want to have your camera on manual as well, so you can control your ISO, shutter, and f-stop. But definitely at bare minimum, you want to be on 500 shutter speed. Let's get it. Today I am using the Sony a7R5 70-200 2.8, as well as the 100 to 400, what is that, 4.5 to 5.6. Rented that lens just to get a nice focal length. Shout out to Lightstone Rentals in Glendale, California. Let's get back to the action.